That's another great thing about having this method of the word bubble, exiting the panel and creating this open negative space, is you can actually like take advantage of that space. Let's just say, for instance, the text was like this. Like I could butt it right up against that top edge, and it feels let's see, and it feels decent, being that high up. So it's more than just a way of making things feel more open, but it's a way of conserving space, and it's really been working for me, because sometimes things can get really dense. And so, yeah, just being able to take advantage of little tricks like that to open up space for words that doesn't make things feel crowded, that's been really nice. Looks like I can even nudge this up a little bit. Let's see. That. Okay. In case you're wondering what font I'm using here, what typeface, this is called Anime Ace. And I forget what site I got it from. It's probably bad that I forgot. Let's go to new window. Anime Ace. Oh yeah, oh wait, nope. Blambot. And it looks like now they have Anime Ace 2 and Anime Ace 3. I might want to consider, oh look, there's more typefaces in the family now. We've got bold and bold italic. Wow. So, man, maybe it's time to look at that, because one of the issues with Anime Ace that I've had, so there's 3 typefaces with this one in the family. There's regular, there's italic, and there's bold. And if I wanted to do bold italic, what I would do is I'd create an italic, and then I would do I would add a stroke to it to fatten it up artificially. But here's the real problem. If let's find something with a bunch of T's in it, like this. Look at the word sweatshirt here. Now if I go to Anime Ace Bold, notice how the T is a little bit like, there's more room after the T than there is in front of it. It's like the kerning is off. And it's always been like that ever since I started working on this thing. So what I've been doing, it's been really painstaking, is anytime I have bold text, I would sit here and I would change the kerning manually on one side of the T, and then open it up on the other side. And that has been inefficient. It's been a real time suck to do so. But I really wanted to, because I wanted to make sure that, I don't know, just things felt good and exacting. So yeah, it's a real dead giveaway if you're looking at digital comics that someone's made, and if they're using, you can tell they're using Anime Ace when you see bold text and you see the funny spacing. Yeah, I try to go in and correct that wherever I can. But yeah, now that I know that Anime Ace 2 exists, maybe I should check it out, or 3, because maybe they fixed it. Like right here, it's a perfect example. So now I'm just going to go do a final overview pass here and look for alignment issues. These things all look aligned pretty well. I wouldn't typically if I had a line break like this, typically I would try to do it like that. I'm not a fan of having like the word I at the end of a line. In fact, now that I'm seeing it, it's super bothering me. So let me see. What if I just do this? See, now I gotta mess with this word bubble. Word bubbles. Oh, that's right. Word bubble 5. This is risky business right here, because once you've merged a couple of these circles together, you can never, you can't make crazy changes. It gets wonky, like what you're seeing right there. There's kind of a lump. But on the bottom, it looks like I have a little freedom. What if I grab this and move it out? That one just a little bit. Let's do dialogue. Okay, that's feeling all right. Hurry up, go. That's centered. That's centered. Now it's only going to be a few months before I look at this thing after I send it out in MailChimp and post it on Instagram and all the places, and I'm going to notice a typo. Happens every time. And it doesn't matter how many people help you spell check and everything. Everybody misses something, and then you notice that you've got this inexplicable typo after everyone and their mom has helped you. So I'm going over it right now, looking for such things. Like, look at that, that's off center. But I already know it's always going to happen. Huh. Okay. To our surprise, this narration box could be a little narrower. And centered in the frame. Okay, oh, I almost forgot. We got to look at colors here. So remember, I have rules about this. Here's my color and my gradient layer. Now gradients, typically I only use those for outdoor scenes. You can see the difference here if I just scooch it over. It's nice having a little bit of gradient in the sky. Sometimes you can reverse or flip it vertically. Oop, didn't work. Yeah, sometimes flipping the gradient can be nice. That gives kind of a sunset view. Hello there. I am working on a comic strip and a graphic novel, and I'm in the lettering phase of it right now. So if you go to howmomdied.com, you can check out the entire series. So far, at least. This is strip number 155, and I think I just finished posting 113 the other day. And eventually this is going to be made into a graphic novel. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, what was I saying? The gradient, upside down like this, kind of has a nice evening sort of feel, right? But usually for the daytime, I like it like this. It gets darker towards the horizon. And colors. So for outdoors, I use 20% transparent on this color blue. And in case you're wondering, I have tried other colors too. Thank you, Melifitz. I hope I'm saying your name right. I have tried using other colors, and they're so cool. There's lots of different colors you can add that I think make it look really neat. This actually reminds me of, gosh, what was that one? I'm trying to remember the name of the graphic novel now that uses like heavy mono duotone colors that are red. It's Are You My Mother by Alison Bechdel. Bechdel? I have never known how to pronounce her last name. However, going back and forth, I tried so many different colors. I had to stick with something. I did purple for a little bit there. That was a neat one. But it changes the whole personality a lot. And I had to stick with one thing. I felt like I could use a different color for different purposes. Like, for instance, dreaming. I tried doing a different... Yeah, so check this out. This is my very first strip, right? And I tried doing an alternate version that used the reds. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I can use the like warm colors like this to show like flashback stuff. Like this is what's happening in real life. Oh, no. This is... The warm colors would be the present day, and then flashbacks would be in this pale blue. But I felt like it was a little random, and I don't do enough flashbacks. I think I might try to take advantage of some colors again when it's when I get to a dream sequence, just to differentiate the dreaming world from the real world. But for now, you know, I'm really married to this blue, and so let me just keep working with that. So 20% for outdoors. I use 35 for indoors. A lot of times when I do these up close macro shots, I'll do 50%. But, you know, we just came from this scene, you know, where we've got this lighter blue. So it is a little strange to have it like darker. So what I could do, and I've done this fairly frequently, is grab that gradient. Let's take that gradient shape and copy it. I'm holding down Option to do that. And let's size it to this box. So now that blue in the background is very close to the blue that we have up here on the wall. Yeah, and flipping it, that's a whole different, it's a whole different feeling, right? It almost feels like a dark room with some lamp light. I'm kind of liking this right here. Also, the gradient on the metal, it brings out that metal sink feeling a bit. So let me just go up here and see if I can fine tune my the slope of the gradient. I think what I need to do is change the angle to match this angle here too. So let me go like this, like this. Yeah, I don't know. That's feeling pretty good. I'm okay with it. So let's leave it like that. There's a richness now to this duotone. Okay, we have 35%, I hope. Let's see, color. 35, indoor. We're still indoor, 35, 35, 35. And on the last panel, now this is a good quandary. Do I want to have that as 35 also? But because it's a silhouette, maybe drop it to make it a bit darker. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking that's the right move. And then if I go to People 9, let's highlight the entire layer actually and use like a 65% on that. Yeah, then that really finishes off that silhouette and makes it feel like it's supposed to be that way. Yeah, well, now I'm wondering, do we need a gradient here too? Let's try it. It definitely changes the feel. Let's go back to 35 on the color. Yeah, that is really... it's dramatic. I think I like it. Let's fine-tune the alignment here. Opacity, let's move that to 10. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Whoop. I think that's what we want. Okay, and so like last step, let's just get rid of our extra template pieces. And I can close this now. I don't need this anymore. So that's the whole strip. Let me go to File and Export as. Let's use our artboards. 600 DPI with a white background. I'm going to replace my last version. And now let's go back into our folder. And here is the final result. Not too shabby. And now that this is done, I can move on to other strips, which I've been meaning to do for quite some time. Now if I go back to my iPad here, we can pretty much close this project file. And by that I mean just leave it alone. I'm going to keep these things for basically ever, just in case I have to go back and make any changes. But yeah, that's done. And so now I can move on to strips 156 through 161, which I've already, made some advanced progress on some of these. There's just a little bit of finishing that has to happen on most of these. And then 156 I have to do from scratch because it involves the interiors of the new assisted living place, which I've just drawn, in this new strip. And so now that I've got stuff like the bed and the chair, going back to the script here in 156, let's see. We're coming back, we're bringing Mom back more goods. I'm gonna have to draw another duffel bag. As you can see, I've got, handing off another duffel. Take stuff home, bring me dishes and silverware. Oh, okay, Mom, and bring me my pink pillow. Lights a cigarette. I don't think you can smoke in here. Some ashtrays. Yeah, so basically this is going to be a pretty simple Talking Heads strip. I will use this exact bedroom scene in all 4 panels of this next strip. I just have to put in the people, and then we're good to go. So thanks for sticking with me through this stuff. It's been an interesting 5 days trying to wrap up this one strip, but now that it's done, I'm super excited to move forward. So I guess talk to you next time around. Bye.